Taurus, welcome to your Hopes, Fears, and Reality spread. As per usual, you can click on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. There you go. Taurus. You are searching your past for information to make a decision to move forward. That is your hope. Your hope that the answer to the future lies somewhere from a lesson learned in your past. You fear that time is moving forward and that if you don't make a decision in a timely manner, then the decision will be made for you via process of elimination. This feels like a continuation of the reading that I did for you earlier in the week. You can go into the playlist and I have all the old reads starting with the most recent back. And I believe your last read was entitled, as a matter of fact, I should have it right here. Taurus. Windows of opportunity will eventually close. It seems like that you really took that into consideration because you are hoping that the information to make a decision in the future or to make a decision to move forward lies in your past. And you are recognizing that time is moving on. And if you don't make a decision, that decision will be made for you. Just out of process of elimination of windows of opportunity that will no longer be there for you. And that is your fear. You fear those windows of opportunity will close before you have time to make that decision. The reality of the situation is that the harsh truth of the matter, and it's me who's the Queen of Swords in this, that's the tarot card reader who's going to tell you that the consequences of this decision will affect your resources, your health, your wealth, and the betterment of your tribe. It will affect who you can count on, who you can't count on. And a lot of painful truths will come out in the process, no matter which way you decide. It kind of feels like everybody pays a consequence no matter which way you go at some point. It's just a matter of time before these consequences are had. So time is, I guess, not your friend this week, because if there's one thing I learned from an old boss of mine, he used to say that bad news doesn't get better with time. So if something goes wrong, the sooner you let somebody know, the better. So if this is a vocational spread, that's what I would say. You know, if you've dug yourself a hole, the best thing to do is just stop digging, you know. You don't want to just keep digging a deeper hole. Yeah. So the transitional period affects either your higher power, your institution, or your tribe, your group. Okay, this isn't just a transition period for you. This is a transition period for a group of people. This feels less like a personal relationship and more like a vocational or familial one. And in all honesty, you don't have a strategy right now. That's why you're hoping that the answer to your future lies somewhere in your past. But Taurus, and I often say this in my reads, so if I've said it to you before, I'm sorry to sound like a broken record. But if you want something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done. So if you're looking in your past to see, well, I did it this way and this worked out. I did it this way again and this didn't work out. And I did it this way. If you're looking for that kind of a lesson, then you might find it in your past. But if you're searching your past to find the way that this will work out better, if you've never really had a situation like this work out better, then you may not find it. Does that make sense? Let me pull two more cards here, see if that helps. Yes. So the resilience in this particular situation comes from the understanding and the hope of new growth. So when I say in order to get something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done. You have to look at the situation and see which way you want the new growth to happen. And then you have to sit back and you have to recognize the sacrifices that need to be made in order to maintain this new growth. So if you're looking to your past in order to make decisions for your future, you may want to, how do I say it? If you're looking for your past to make decisions for your future, you may want to backtrack to a time when you had hope. And remember what that hope feels like that really blind faith in something. Hold on to that feeling of blind faith, that feeling of hope. Bring that into your future situation and start looking at the outcome that makes you have that feeling. Okay? When you find that feeling of new growth in the direction that you want to go, then look to see what sacrifices you have to make in order to grow in that direction. Taurus, you've been planning things out for a long time. A lot of your old readings are about planning and timing and decision making. And as an earth sign, you are a very calculated person. But in your process of calculation, don't lose hopes and dreams. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.